The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Taking it at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go.
2 and a throw right away. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he's got room. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line in this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bullard drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things out. I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And this will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run with Cook, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Third and goal for Cousins. The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Cousins on the keeper, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
second down. Here's Mostert again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. On the move to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, 31 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Cousins on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Cousins. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there. Down on his feet and incomplete.
Too soon for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Everything come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shifts by him at the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check right. Up. Read.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with Thurston.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, going to be kicking away with Sanders. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. There's a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Justin Bethel. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Miami set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 2 and now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Tua. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He is good. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Cousins to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.